Hi everyone, welcome to our next video on solution stoichiometry. In this video, I'm going to be going through one of the two ways we would solve a stoichiometry problem involving an acid-base neutralization reaction. So in this question, we have a known base, as in we know its molarity, and we know the volume that's needed to neutralize an unknown acid. So this is also what's called a titration problem, because this is the ultimate problem that we're trying to solve in a titration experiment. But for our purposes here, we are just trying to solve for the unknown concentration of the acid. So in this method, we are going to be using the balanced chemical equation to solve the problem. So let's start off right now and write out a balanced chemical equation. As always, this is a great time to pause the video and make sure that you remember how to write an acid-base neutralization reaction and balance it properly. Here's the balanced chemical equation. And as with all stoichiometry problems, our next step is to convert our measurements into moles. Now we know everything we need to know about the sodium hydroxide. So that's our known quantity. We know that it has a volume of 37.85 milliliters. And I'll rewrite that as a volume in liters. And we have its concentration 0.05 moles per liter. The molarity equation tells me that the moles is equal to concentration times volume. So let's calculate that now. Now that I've converted my known quantity into moles, I'm going to use the balanced chemical equation to go from my known quantity to my unknown quantity. And recall that the question is asking for the concentration of sulfuric acid. So let me do it right up here. For every 2 moles of sodium hydroxide, we react 1 mole of sulfuric acid. And as always, to find the moles of the unknown, we multiply the moles of the known substance, 1.8925 times 10 to the negative 3, by the ratio that relates those two substances in the balanced chemical equation. Now, you might be able to do this one by inspection. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, so the moles of acid is always going to be half of the moles of base. So you're just dividing by 2. And now that I have the moles of my unknown substance, I'm going to determine the quantity that's asked for in the question, which is concentration. So concentration, and in stoichiometry problems, unless it's specified, we will always assume that concentration is molarity, okay? So molarity is moles divided by volume. And here we have our final answer. The concentration of the unknown acid is 0.03785, and we probably would round that up to 0.038 in this problem here. So as you can see, in acid-base neutralization problem, one way we can solve it is just by treating it like any other stoichiometry problem. Convert our measurements to moles, use the balanced chemical equation to move from one substance to another, and then convert back to a measurement, whatever the question's asking for.